Jack just took a step to the left, but he ended up stepping on a landmine. He heard a click from under his foot. At first I thought the camera had just taken a photo, but Tony quickly said he hadn't pressed the shutter. Then we realized it was the sound of Jack stepping on the mine, and he thought we were just joking. As he was about to move his foot, Mark quickly stopped him. Then he pushed aside the grass under Jack's foot, and sure enough, there was a landmine beneath it. At that moment, Jack completely panicked. Just when we didn't know what to do, Tony and Mark decided to go back and get help. They left me behind to take care of Jack, so they headed towards the woods. But not long after they left, a hunter named David suddenly appeared. I thought he was a savior, but little did I know this was just the beginning of my nightmare. After hearing about our situation, he became interested. Then he pretended to want to help us. He noticed Jack was too scared to move with the mine under his foot, but he started threatening me under the guise of helping. If I wanted his help, I had to give him something. To save Jack, I had no choice but to agree. But then he pulled out a pair of underwear from his bag. Then he turned his attention to me. When Jack saw this, he quickly stopped him and pulled out all his money and credit cards. But to our surprise, David just threw the money on the ground. So under his pressure and manipulation, I had no choice but to take off my underwear and give it to him. But after he got it, he made another demand. He threw my underwear to the side and said that if I retrieved it, he would let me use the walkie-talkie. I immediately refused to do this. I went back to digging the hole behind Jack, but the soil here was so hard. I had been digging for a long time and only removed a little topsoil. Jack had been standing for hours already. If this went on, he would collapse soon. With no other choice, I had to do what David said. I went and picked up the underwear, but he was still unsatisfied. Then he ordered me to crawl on all fours like a dog to fetch it. It was like he was playing with a toy, humiliating me. But little did he know, his actions would cost him in the future. Finally, I got the walkie-talkie, but to my surprise, the person on the other end couldn't understand English. At that moment, David said he could help me translate. But the catch was I had to play a game. For every sentence he translated, I had to take off a piece of clothing. Reluctantly, I agreed to his twisted demands. But after talking for a while, he didn't translate anything the way I wanted. Then he finally stopped pretending. He raised his gun and forced me to strip completely. Just as he was violating me, his dog suddenly charged at Jack. It knocked Jack over into the hole. Then Jack passed out, but to our shock, the explosion never came. David actually knew that the landmine was fake,